started, ladies and gentlemen.
LeBron James. LeBron James.
We're here to talk about football.
Yeah, I know. Welcome back, or welcome to All Riled Up. I had to make sure it was recording because
That's what that looks like. Discord
it's-
updated, so I'm just reacting.
I had to make sure it was recording because it's weird on the TikTok Studio app. But hello, everybody, welcome back to another episode of All Riled Up. I am your host, Riley. It has been a while. I don't even remember when the last one was. I guess I could look it up. But it was around the Super Bowl because it was a couple weeks after. Because I titled the episode "Mahomes is Washed." So yeah, February 22nd. So it's been a little over a month. And a lot has happened. We'll get into it. But first, joining me today, how are you, Eunice?
I'm pretty good.
That's good. I'm just now realizing that, like, in my full screen lineup, everyone is in a different spot than you guys were for, like, the entire podcast run. Also, we're on episode 23, I'm just now realizing, which means I think we've passed Bodacious.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
so I have to look it up.
Hey, you know whose number that is?
Wait, Audacious True Crime, the greatest true crime
It's
podcast on all of
LeBron's. Yes, Eunice, the greatest true crime podcast. Oh yeah, we passed it a while ago. There's one episode that I still have not edited. It's been like ages. We recorded it like 2 years ago, and I never edited.
But the people have been waiting on this, man.
I know, man, and that was like the Unabomber episode too. So like,
Oh, is it cool?
I recorded it with Kareem and Ali, and I have not edited it yet. Edited it. I have not edited it yet, but I will. I keep saying that. I will one day.
We did one with Noah, right?
The Fritzl episode, which was
that
the
one, yeah.
last one, which is really funny because I thought
That was
about
really
that.
funny.
I was like, that's so funny. That's like the last episode, and it was a good one too.
Oh, yeah.
So, also joining me is Gus. How are you, Gus?
I'm booling.
That's good. Chilling. How's school been?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, me neither. And then also joining me is Dijon. How are you, Dijon? Perfect. Perfect. We have a lot to get to, but first, like we talked about pre-show, let me pull up my little graphic. We got a little game to play because I saw this a couple weeks ago, or I think I saw it like earlier in the week, and I was like, I should ask everyone if they know the laughing stocks of every major sport. So there are, and if you guys don't, or you could technically cheat if you don't know like the names of teams, you could like look them up, but just look up like, the names of the teams. Can you guys name every major sport in America's team with the longest playoff drought? And you can go in order from like longest to least longest. And you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to say the name or how many seasons, but you could if you wanted to guess.
I think we should
And you could start with whichever.
omit a certain team.
Well, it's active playoff droughts. So.
Oh, active?
Yeah. So what team in like. That is a good point, Deshaun. I wonder if the Lions have like the longest like all time. But like.
Oh, definitely not all time, but it's got to be up there.
Oh,
Top
definitely.
10 probably.
So can you name the longest active playoff droughts in each major sport, and you guys can collaborate amongst yourself.
All
The
right,
Jets.
so
Yeah, I was thinking of Jets.
I know the NFL one is Jets.
The NFL
Yeah.
one is Jets, and do you want to guess how many years?
14,
Ooh.
baby.
Yep, it's 14.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That one I knew because like that we talk about that all the time. Like
hmm
the second one I have brought up before, but
The hockey I know is a Buffalo team.
that is correct. It
Oh,
is.
it is a Buffalo game.
It
Okay.
is.
I was thinking it was the Canuck.
It was.
Actually, that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, because the Canucks made the playoffs last year. It is the Buffalo Sabres.
I know it's over 10 years. How much is it exactly?
13.
Oh boy.
Similar to the Jets, 13 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know anything about Major League Baseball. NBA, I'm going to say either the Pistons or Hornets.
Ooh.
It's the Hornets.
It is the Hornets. Okay, I
Do
was
you
gonna
know
guess
the
Pistons.
seasons?
The only reason I couldn't tell you the seasons.
Wait,
I was going to say the only
19.
reason I got Hornets is because I had a neighbor who was a fan of the Hornets, and he like never stopped complaining about them.
okay. I know a little about baseball, but I could be wrong. I know recently it was the Sox. Like Sox are like top tier dog shit.
Uh-huh.
Are they it?
So the Sox are top tier dog shit, but they are not the longest active playoff drought. They won a World Series actually recently. I don't remember exactly the year though. I'll have to look that up.
Who else is bad? Reds.
No.
Guys, it's the Yankees.
Oh.
Who wants to tell him?
Who else? We got Padres.
That's Drake's team.
Who else is
I want to be your padre. Or what does he even
I
say?
want to meet your madre. Pay my respects to your padre, mi
God.
amor.
Mi amor.
It's so bad.
Miami. What's her team?
Oh, the Marlins. So they made the playoffs in 2023.
Fuck.
It's funny they went on basically like a Cinderella run, made the playoffs, and then immediately got booted in the first round. But
Oh wait, Pirates.
no.
Fuck.
Dejan, you gotta clutch this one up, dude. I don't even know these
I was
teams.
gonna say, Dejan, I can give you a hint, but I think it would give it away if you know kind of like a about like where players have come from other teams.
Oh no, I don't know that.
Okay. It's
Is it the Rockies?
you're almost in the area.
Are you guys still on the MLB one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the last one. By the way, the Hornets was 8 seasons.
Okay.
Ah.
So not quite 19. Yeah.
Angels?
What did you say?
Angels?
That is correct. And do you know how many seasons?
Really?
Yes, they're horrible. They have two of the best players in the MLB on their team at the same time and could not do anything with either of them. Although I know Mike Trout is kind of injury prone.
9.
So close.
It's got to be up.
It's 10.
8? Oh.
So the Angels, I'll say this a little bit and then we'll move on. Shohei Ohtani left the Angels and then went to the Dodgers. Because they could not make the playoffs. They were horrible for a very long time. And they have not continued to improve at all. They're still bad. The White Sox are worse. I will say that. The White Sox are worse. But yes, it goes NFL, MLB, or no, NFL, NHL, MLB, NBA for the rankings. So, moving on, let me pull up my list again because I have the topics written down. I really quickly assembled this. Oh, I have a funny story actually to tell you guys. So, I don't know why I said we should do the podcast Wednesday in the group chat, because the entire time I meant to say Thursday. So when Eunice said, not only that, I wrote myself a reminder saying it was Thursday. I literally, as I was typing it, was like, yeah, we'll do it Thursday so I can like get off and watch the Leafs game. And I said Wednesday in the group chat. And then Eunice was like, are we doing it tonight? I was like, what's Eunice talking about? And then I went in the group chat. I was like, oh my God, why did I say Wednesday? But I was like, you know what?
Oh my God.
But I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. We'll do it Wednesday anyway because I'm prepared. What did you say?
It do not matter.
That's why we're riled up right now,
Exactly.
and we're not
We are riled
DJ'd up, Eunice Gust up.
Or Gust up. I like Gust up. You should start a spin-off.
Gust up.
Gust up. So, free agency has happened. A lot of stuff has happened, and obviously, like I was live streaming the first day of free agency, reacting to different free agent signings and such. But I'm trying to move in chronological order, but also not, because I don't remember exactly like everything that happened. And Eunice, if something comes to mind that you want to talk about, feel free to jump in whenever. But I wanted to start with what I'm sure will be a hilarious conversation about Myles Garrett and him wanting to play for a contender, because we kept hearing all this news about like, oh yeah, like the Browns still aren't gonna trade him, and like they're going to not, like they're just gonna keep him, and he might sit for a while, and the owner didn't want to meet with Myles Garrett. Well, then he signed like a massive extension.
Yeah, dude, it was huge.
And same with Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Both
To be
signed
fair,
very big extensions.
I was gonna say, to be fair about Crosby actually loves the Raiders. Like, he actually enjoys being there.
And I didn't think he was going to leave in the first place, to be honest with you. I hoped he did, because I don't think he, like, his talents are used in much other, like, better places, but...
Yeah, the Chargers.
Not in the division. Send him to the Jets, because that's a contender.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, with Justin Fields, oh my God.
Bro, it'd be over. Oh my God.
I was trying to think.
Gus has, when Justin Fields got he went to the Jets, Gus like made it a mission to like tag me and like in a bunch of different TikToks where it's like
So did I.
the QB that the Jets think they're getting versus the QB they're actually getting. I want to make it clear for the audience, for all the naysayers, I at no point said he's a good QB.
Yeah,
I just think he's solid.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that is.
You straight up said
I
he's
actually
good.
heard that you loved him.
What did you say, Dijon?
I heard that Eunice loved him. He was an amazing QB.
Eunice has talked so much about how he thinks that the Steelers should keep him, and about how he's better than everybody says he is, and how he's so good, and like
I think he's better than the pile of shit people call him.
Like, we compared. I remember one time I was in call with Eunice, and he asked me to blind rank two, like not blind rank, but like compare two QBs, and just from the stat line. And I was like, I said that one was slightly better than the other, and it was like Justin Fields last year and like Tom Brady in like the second year of his career or something like that. And
Right.
I said, like, before I knew that, I was like, yeah, both are bad. And he's like, well, how do you explain that? I'm like, then I guess Brady just he hadn't gotten to that point yet in year two, like I don't think that Justin Fields, but I'm so happy that the Jets decided to sign him.
Dude, it's perfect. It's actually perfect.
Because that's
There
the thing.
there was no better place he could go.
like they can't go to Darnold. Okay, so let's look at like 3 of the biggest names in free agency. They just got rid of Aaron Rodgers, so he doesn't count. Sam
Yeah, he's
Darnold,
never coming back.
Would Sam Darnold want to go to the Jets? No, Sam Darnold's
Well,
already been
no.
on the
He used to
Jets.
be on the Jets, yeah.
Exactly. So Sam Darnold, Aaron Rodgers, Geno Smith. All 3 of those were already on the Jets. So, no. Like, they were basically stuck with Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. And even then, like, they probably were like, yeah, we don't want Russ. Like that. And we're going to talk about it. Actually, we could just talk about it now. Russ got signed by the Giants. And so did
That one
Jameis
kind of
Winston.
surprised me, dude.
Hey,
It was either that or the Browns, but I honestly thought he was going to go to the Browns.
Hmm.
I don't know why.
bro.
Especially after hearing Winston's going to the Giants, I did not expect Russ to
Yeah, me neither.
sign there as well.
What did I
Yeah.
tell you could happen, and it could be the funniest thing ever yesterday? Or Russ got signed yesterday, right?
Correct.
Think so.
Yes.
Yesterday when we were in
Call together, Gus. When I sent you your list and whatever, what was the funniest thing ever? I said the Giants could do.
Sign Russ.
Sign Russ and then take Arch Manning
Yeah.
next year in the draft.
But the thing is, I don't think they're going to be the worst team next year.
Yeah, but they can trade up. Realistically,
I mean,
and was
they
talking to
could.
my brother about this.
Who's worse, the Jags?
Well, the Giants, talent-wise, have a top 5 defense in terms of all the players they have.
They have sexy.
Offense-wise, all they need is an O-line, a wide receiver 2, and a QB, which I know those are 3 incredibly important things, but they have this year's draft, next year's free agency, and next year's draft to fill that up. If they're smart, so it's not going to happen, but if they're smart, Art Manning with Malik Neighbors, and say they take like Luther Burden, for example, wide receiver this year, with a decent, not even good, a decent O-line next year, that's nasty.
I just don't see them. I don't see them with ending up with Arch Manning. I'm gonna be so for real.
Oh, I don't think so either. And I think
Understandable.
you got to remember, like, what happened when Eli Manning got drafted? What happened when Peyton Manning was almost drafted by the Jets? He stayed in college for another year so that he wouldn't be drafted by the Jets. What happened when Eli Manning got drafted? Who do you guys know who drafted Eli Manning? What team?
I actually have no idea.
Wasn't it the Browns?
No, it was the Chargers. And Eli Manning said, he constantly said, I am not playing for the Chargers. And like when they interviewed him and they drafted him, and then he like went up on stage with like, he was like dead. He was like while he was like taking pictures and stuff. And then the next pick, they traded him to the Giants. Because
That's fucking hilarious.
and then the Chargers drafted Phillip Rivers. So
And then Eli Manning went on to win 2 Super Bowls.
he did, but the Giants of old, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the Giants.
I mean, the
of old.
defense is starting to look like the Giants of old.
True. I think
Because that's what it was when Eli won, wasn't it? Solid offense,
really good
godly defense.
Yeah,
It was a Cinderella story. That's what it was.
it was.
Twice.
Gus hates. Did you see the video, Gus, of Tom Brady signing the Giants?
Yeah, I
jersey?
told him
I heard about
yesterday.
that.
It's
Yeah.
so funny.
Because he's like mean mugging
Yeah.
the guy that brought up the jersey. Like he's about to beat his ass when the cameras are off.
Yeah, he was. But
That's
yeah,
my goat.
that is
That's
true.
my goal.
I was like, Gus is gonna love this. But yeah, like
I've always seen clips of that. I'm so sorry for cutting
No,
you
it's
off,
okay.
Riley. I always see clips of that where it's like the guy like chuckles it off, like, oh, haha, I get it. Tom Brady was just like, you fucking bitch.
No, he's about that life, bro.
they brought it up, like they they brought up 28-3 like during the Super Bowl, and like he started laughing, and he's like, "What do you expect me to say?" Like, he's like,
Right.
Yeah, like I have to be respectable. I can't just say,
Yeah.
"Yeah, Matt Ryan, I bitched him."
he did. But
Oh my god,
but
it
yeah,
was so
like
funny.
honestly, I now that Gus is saying it, the Browns are gonna be worse. But like,
Yeah,
but when I say worse, it's like a 1-2 win season compared to like a 4 or 5 win season. You know what I mean? Like, technically the Browns are worse, but they're both gonna be bad. Like, I think that the Giants will just have a couple games like go their way. You know?
yeah. Like the Giants are going from
Like-
a 4-13 team to a 5-12 team.
I saw the same tweet that you're talking about.
Was that a tweet?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. Where it was like they went from, or like, you know, like the red like exclamation point emojis. It's like from 4-13 to 5-12. Like, I gotta look up their schedule next year.
But yeah, in my opinion, I think that's the smartest thing for the Giants to do. Just because they don't need to draft anymore post 2026, realistically, because their entire roster is young, athletic stars, like stars. Fuck it. Go all in. Trade everything away for Arch Manning next year and see how long that boat can last.
So at home, the Giants.
Dude, none of that front offense is gonna be there long enough to see him play.
I was just gonna say,
If they tank the whole team from the start,
I would fire their
No,
GM.
I'm saying play normally.
I would fire their GM like yesterday.
mm,
Like
I'm
they,
saying play normally and trade everything away for Arch Manning. You know, like what the Panthers did for Bryce Young,
yeah.
or like what the Bears, or excuse me, what the Texans did for C.J. Stroud.
Well, the Texans were horrible.
So are the Giants.
The Giants are. Here's the Giants' schedule. Home. So both home. I'm skipping Dallas, Philly, and Washington because they
Divisions, yeah.
play that. And by the way, that is a 0-6 sweep.
I split with the Cowboys.
Depends on what happens with Dak. Did Micah Parsons sign an extension yet?
Nope, and apparently there have yet to be any meetups for a talk about it.
Can't they not afford CD, Dak, and Micah like all in the same like time though?
I don't know. I think they're trying to move
you
on.
act like they care, bro.
Really?
There's
Okay.
a rumor going on right now that the Cowboys are going to potentially trade Micah Parsons for the Titans for the first round pick and take Abdul Carter.
How do you feel about the cold, Micah? Do you like snow? We'll get on that.
Well, you're going to have to learn too.
Like snow bunnies?
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Okay, so here's their schedule minus Dallas, Philly, and Washington. Home, Green Bay, Kansas City, the Chargers, Minnesota, and San Francisco. Oh my God, this is actually brutal. And San Francisco.
They
Away.
might get Arch Manning.
Yeah, away. Chicago. That's we'll see what
That's a
happens with
50-50.
I was gonna say that's a 50-50 depending on how like I don't want to give Ben Johnson, I almost said Brian Johnson, all of the credit just yet. You know what I mean?
So far we're at 1-12.
Denver, Detroit, Vegas. There's a chance.
2-15.
Yeah. The Patriots.
Wait,
And
what?
New
That's the-
Orleans. So they're 3-14, maybe. I think they'll beat the.
Hey, they really might get that Arch Manning pick next year, though.
They honestly might. Like I would take the Giants over the Saints, at least right now.
I would, because at the very least, I'm taking Russell Wilson over Derek Carr.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
And then
You taking JMO over Carr?
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, I hate Derek Carr.
At least Amo can throw the ball more than 15 yards.
I really do not.
Yeah,
like
but
Derek Carr.
I mean, who the ball ends up going to is a different question.
You see, here's the idea. Here's the idea. They
That's a good
draft.
one.
Here's the idea. They draft Travis Hunter. He's a cornerback. So it's like, just tell him, pretend it's an interception, and it's guaranteed touchdowns every time.
I was gonna say, well, we'll talk about the draft later, actually, because that's a whole can of worms. I kind of talked to Eunice about it a little bit before a couple days ago.
Landon Jackson.
What?
Landon Jackson.
Oh, but yeah, like the Giants, they signed Russ, so their QB room is Russ in no particular order. Russ, Jameis Winston, Tommy DeVito. So,
Yep.
Tommy Cutlets, bro. Tommy Cutlets.
yeah, it's like
Unironically, their best quarterback room in damn near a decade.
Isn't it fucking hilarious, dude?
A 36-year-old.
Hey, bro, bring that QB room like 5 years ago or some shit.
and they win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's like actually like goated.
Like that ass. Their quarterback room is a 36-year-old Subway guy,
It's
a cracked out Winston that talks about God like it's his younger brother, and DeVito, who's just there.
Tommy Cutlets.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, right? Like, it kind of let's not talk about what the Giants do at pick number 3 because it's a separate topic. But they are trying the bullpen strategy because they're 3 mid to bad quarterbacks that they're like, just throw them out there, and then once one starts sucking, put the other one in. And then and just go down the list, and then once you've hit the third one, just go back up to the top. It's like
when you have 3 batteries for your controller and you only have 1 charger, so you just rotate them.
Yeah, and you're like, and they're like, I'm sorry cutting you off, Gus. They're like, have we tried putting Tommy DeVito in for 1 drive, Russ in for a whole quarter and a half, and then have Jameis Winston just throw like deep bombs that get intercepted 6 times out of 10, like down the field.
Touchdown the other 4.
Yeah, he's Jameis Winston scores a touchdown, but it's just a pick 6. Like 96-yard pick 6.
Bro, hey, here's my prediction. I already got a prediction for the Giants, bro.
Okay.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm willing to bet top dollar. Cutlets is playing for the entirety in Week 18. Despite how the Giants season ends up going,
yes,
he will be the starter for Week 18.
I 100% believe that because, like that's the thing. Like Tommy DeVito, he had that insane like Cinderella run,
Yeah,
and then immediately started sucking again. Like he beat the Eagles. Like
he literally played enough to get like a good contract and then just stopped.
And then he just stopped. Like
he did the Brendan Ayuk thing.
Yeah, Brendan Torres. Except he didn't get injured. But yeah, that's true. Well, he'll only play 1 game, and then all of the preseason. But yeah, like the Giants have no plan at QB. Like it's like I think they'll draft a QB. I don't want to talk too much about that. Because like I said, it's a topic in of itself for this podcast. But God, like I can't believe he went to the Giants because I thought that they were going to just be rocking with Jameis, and then if they draft a QB, switch him out after a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, at first I thought, again, not to get ahead, but I really thought it was going to be draft a quarterback and use Jameis as that kind of bridge.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought so too.
You know what, though? And again, like we all already have said, getting ahead of ourselves, but I mean, Jameis was signed to a 2-year deal theoretically, if they do what I said earlier with the Manning thing, that plan still could work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think like I think they know that they cannot like go into the season without like they have to at least try. If they like I don't know. Like I think I live by the logic of no GM like wants to tank because they know they're gonna get like fired. And I think that Joe
Yeah.
Shane or whatever his name is, the GM for the Giants, is bad. And I think that he, even if you don't think that like Saquon would have been as good behind the Giants O line, like would have been better than letting him go to a division rival. So
Absolutely.
I think that they should have reset. Like they gave Andy gave Daniel Jones a insane like
Yes, he did.
contract. Did you see Daniel Jones was a guest speaker at like some random college's economics class? By the way,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What the hell was that about?
hey,
How to scam a
How
$1 billion organization for millions.
Yeah.
literally how to steal $140 million legally. Like, so yeah.
Throw the ball good for one, and I mean only one season. Prop.
Yeah.
Mm.
Speaking of quarterback situations, the Super Bowl winning quarterback Kenny Pickett went
Oh,
to the Browns. Is
Yo.
Dorian Thompson Robinson still on the Browns?
yes.
So they have Dorian. I don't understand how people don't think they're like gonna draft a quarterback. Kenny
I think
Pickett.
what people are saying is because they have such an early pick, because I get a lot of their feed, is round one, take someone like Abdul Carter. Round two, Jalen Milroe, Jackson Dart,
Okay.
Quinn Ewers. You know what? I just want to say this so it can be documented, because I did this last year for shits and for giggles. Best QB in the draft is Milroe. Very wrong a pick, I know.
I was gonna say I'll
I'm
write that
dying.
down. The best QB in the draft is Cam Ward, but I still like. I feel like he is gonna need development. Like, also this just appeared on my For You page on Twitter. It's an NFL. It's from NFL Rumors, who I don't really trust. Says the Browns are negotiating for Dak Prescott.
Yeah. That's already been confirmed to be fake. I remember reading that when I was getting out my lab. Took his
Update.
screenshot, got ready to send it, and I got a notification.
Yeah, I see.
Dak to the
Update.
Browns, like
Update. The
that Loki
Cowboys
to
have
me
yet
would be
to make
crazier than
contract
Luka
offer
to
for
like.
Micah Parsons. But what were you saying, Gus?
I was gonna say like if something like that were to like come to fruition, I would put that up there with the Luka trade immediately.
Bro, and it's the
I
same.
don't know.
Like,
Luke is good.
same city. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
yeah, Luka is good and Dak is horrible. Like
I'm gonna say horrible.
he's so overrated. He's mid.
Yeah, overrated for sure. I think he's solid at best, though.
He might be like a top.
I'd put him in top 15.
I was gonna say he might be a top 15 quarterback, but only because after a while, like, who am I gonna put above him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's not because he's earned the spot. It's just you couldn't
Yeah.
think of anyone else to put in there.
Dak has failed into the spot because like his competition is so bad that it's like, all right, Dak, like you're up.
And like, and dude, like the whole like Cowboys offense is catered to Dak. Like Jerry Jones is doing like, it's all just for Dak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
feel like the Cowboys' offense is run, and quarterbacks of his tier just don't get that kind of opportunity, and that's what makes him so like in that. That's what puts him in the conversation every single time, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's very rare to have a team put their quarterback like on this golden pedestal and say, "Yes,
Yeah.
my glorious king. What do you need, my glorious king? This is all for you."
It's like he could legit just not win another game, and the Cowboys would still ride or die with him.
Could you imagine, like, just like random quarterback? Could you imagine how much further in his career, like longevity wise, Baker Mayfield would be if he had that kind of treatment?
Oh yeah, he'd be a staple in whatever franchise. On the he was on the Browns, right?
He was on the
At first,
Browns, the
Browns,
Rams,
Yeah.
Panthers,
And
Rams
then
for one
Bucs.
game, and then uh,
And then the
Buccaneers. Yeah,
hmm And dude, I thought he was good since the Browns, dude.
I like
He
Baker.
was the first quarterback in like 30 years to bring the Browns to the playoffs, and then they traded him
Baker got injured
or let him walk
at the
Let him walk.
wrong time, so the Browns were like, so he started like, and he kept playing through the injury, so he was like sucking. So the Browns were like, we should
Right.
bring in a like already being charged like rapist. Like
You're right.
Yeah.
Like that'll do it.
they were like, oh, what a great idea, and then they were like, the GM was like, that's a stupid idea. We have to add a insane contract extension into this deal, and then they were like, yeah, let's do that. Like,
Just blowing mind.
and I was gonna say,
That's why you get paid the big bucks.
You make big bucks.
I've
Dude.
seen.
Okay, like,
Go ahead, Ewan. Sorry.
sorry, I was going to say like another example of a QB who, at least during his prime, was heavily catered to, and it showed great success. When he got traded to the Rams, Matthew Stafford was catered to very nicely, and that's why like he was able to synergize so well with
But
like
Stafford's
that.
actually like good.
Yeah, 2021 Stafford is what the Cowboys every night pray Dak will be.
That's what they think Dak is.
Yeah,
It's literally just Jerry Jones is one of I would actually say Jerry Jones is he is probably the worst NFL GM, because
yeah. Either him or it's either him or the Raiders.
I don't like, like the Raiders, I feel like have made bad mistakes. I don't like the Giants GM. I already said that earlier. But Jerry Jones has been the GM for so long, and he can't be fired because he owns the team. So
Yeah, he's also
Yeah.
the owner.
his son is the president of football operations. He like rode in on a helicopter to like fire someone one time.
What the fuck?
That's ballers.
Like,
That's baller. Yeah, I can't lie.
he's just
I want to do that.
I hate Jerry Jones. Like he does.
Imagine Jeff Bezos flying down on a helicopter to a random ass Amazon warehouse
Fired.
to fire your district like to the regional manager.
Oh my god, dude, that would be funny. Like if I
Yeah,
I
since
love
it affects me. That's hilarious.
Yeah, like I think I'd be like just more salty than mad. I guess if that makes sense.
I'd be pretty pissed, dude. I'd start throwing rocks at him.
Yeah, like as he's flying up, you're trying to lodge a rock in the engine.
Oh shit, man! The arrow in me is coming out, bro. I gotta calm down with the rock talk.
Dude, I will say this just on the topic of these GMs because you brought up the Giants GM. I think the only piece of string that's keeping that Giants GM in his position is the semi-recent success that they had with Eli Manning. And that's like the only thing that's keeping up there. Where it's like, well, I got us 2 Super Bowl rings against the greatest QB to ever live.
Yeah, but
What more do you want from me?
Has Joe like Shane been the Giants GM for that long?
I'm pretty sure. I think he was there for the second one at the minimum. God, I'm about to look like such a dumbass. You're about to look it up, and it's like,
I'm looking it up. Let's see. 2022.
fuck.
Oof. Assistant manager of the Buffalo Bills from 2017 to
Ooh.
2021.
I see. That's where you get his talent from.
You gotta hit him with one of these. Yee.
Yeah. I was like,
Good old collar tug.
Oh, we did that. My bad.
hey, you know what? We poached all of our staff from the Panthers.
Shifting the blame.
I did not know this.
Hey, we did the same with the Titans.
I didn't know this until recently. Our GM and Sean McDermott, the head coach, both got hired the same year from the Panthers. They both were at the Panthers at the same time. And a lot of our assistant staff also from the Panthers.
That makes sense, though.
Believe our special teams coordinator that just got hired is also from the Panthers. Sean McDermott loves the Panthers. He used to be the DC for a really long time.
Right.
And you know what, Sean McDermott, I have words for you. And I have words for the Bills GM, especially because he signed, obviously we got Joey Bosa, whatever his name is, Palmer. And then we signed 2 D linemen, and I was like, wow, not bad signings. Both are being suspended for 6 games for the same thing.
Fun.
For using PEDs.
Yep.
And apparently the Bills knew about Michael Hoyt being suspended, but they did not, and they still signed him. But they did not know about Larry. What is his name, Eunice?
Oh, the Steelers guy?
Yeah.
God knows I can't pronounce that last name. Akabaka.
Yeah, that guy. So
It's gotta be race.
they did not
Look at his
know-
last name and tell me I didn't nail it.
They did not know that he was being suspended until it was announced, or it was told to them. And they were like,
Sure.
yeah, we're still gonna. They were like, yeah, we're still signing we're like still gonna sign them. So I think we should lean into this, and I think the NFL should stack all of the teams with good running backs into the first 6 games. So
Yeah, I would love that.
So that, like, I'm talking, I think week 1 will be Bills versus Chiefs anyway. So
Yeah.
I think week 1 we do Bills versus Chiefs. I think week 2 we do the Ravens. I think week 3 we should do the Bengals, just because I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, maybe week 4 sprinkle in some Barkley.
I forgot. I was trying to think what else. So the Eagles, I think,
And then
yeah, week 4. Week 5 we should do the Falcons, and then week 6.
John Robinson,
Yeah, week 6. Who else are they playing with a good running back?
Y'all are sleeping on Ramondre Stevenson, bro.
Yeah, but I want to get to that later because, like, it's not, like, funny. You know what I mean? Like, we play them twice a year. I'm going to look up their Bills 2025 schedule.
I got it. For good running backs, excuse me, you guys can do. Oh, it might be a little bit fun. He's having a bit of a resurgence lately. You can go against Chubba Hubbard and the Panthers.
Ooh, I do like Chuba Hubbard.
True. A Sean
And
McDermott
then-
reunion game.
And then who knows? Maybe if you guys are feeling quirky, you got the Texans with Joe Mixon. You got the Buccaneers with Bucky Irving.
Mm-hmm.
You have some option. God damn, you guys are versing like 10 out of the top 12 running backs in the league.
I'm so excited.
What the fuck is this?
I have decided that I'm going to start incorporating skits into my post
my
game
God.
reactions.
Alvin Kamara too.
That's what's gonna happen, Riley.
Yeah.
They're not gonna try their run defense at all.
That's me dead.
Guys, let's just pass
Man,
only
okay.
this game.
It's the third down. It's gotta be a screen.
Yeah, it's like oh my god.
3rd and long. What else could
And
we
it's-
do?
It's so true. It's, you know what the funniest thing is? It's so true. Sometimes I want to play Sammer like how like the Bills would play like a like in a real life, like in Madden. Like I want to play against Sammer sometimes, like exactly how the Bills would play. So we always run on 1st down. 2nd down, it's a free space. You can do whatever you want with it. 3rd down has to be a screen. And it has to like result in negative yardage always. Unless it's
Dude.
Shakir, then you can go for it. Then you get yards. I've noticed that.
What the?
And
What
if
the
you're going
fuck?
for it on fourth, dude, you need to go to the left on a tush push.
Tush push, yeah. And then the ref, like if the game tells me that I picked it up, I'll tell Sammer like I'm just gonna fumble and let you take the ball because in real life
Clearly the
the
game
ref
glitched, yeah.
wouldn't tell you we got it. They would lie.
Uh, I just want to say, I'm like looking at your schedule, Riley, and it's not that you're versing hard teams or whatever, but the only team you guys are, the only two teams that you are versing this year that do not have an elite, that you should be versing for an elite running back are the Lions and the Rams. Like, those are the only two where they're like, you don't gotta verse them.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was like, yeah, that is true.
Alvin,
We don't have to play the Lions.
Alvin Kamara, Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, Shaquan
Bucky
Barkley,
Irving.
Isaiah Pacheco, Bucky Irving, Bajan Robinson, Shubba
Brees
Hubbard,
Hall.
Joe Mixon, and then
And Stevenson's
oh my
not
god,
bad either. Like
yeah,
it's just like it's like Gus, it's like why be scared of like a spider when there's a nuke about to hit my house? You know what I mean?
oh my god,
Like or like something like yeah, like there a lion like broke into my house and is like trying to kill me, but like at the same time the entirety of the Russian army is also like about to invade. Like you know what I mean? Like
Right.
holy fuck! It'd be so funny if these are just all back to back.
I want that so bad. Like
You know how funny it would fucking be if I had to watch a Bills game and it's fucking. Oh, who did they verse last week? Shaquan Barkley. What about the week before that? Bajan Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the week? Isaiah Pacheco. Well, who are they versing now? Derrick Henry. Oh, who's next week? Alvin Kamara.
at least they're at home.
Oh, yippee! The fans get to watch it in person.
Oh my god, yeah. So we're playing. Yeah, we're playing the Ravens, Bengals, Chiefs, and Eagles and Bucks at home.
Oh
So
lord.
the fans
Don't
get
forget, Alvin Kamara's at home too. I know it's not gonna. You guys are gonna win the Saints game, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
But every run play is gonna make your heart skip a beat.
Bro, whoever, like, I don't care if Kamara's having a bad year. Whoever drafts him, and during this fantasy football season, should just like
Start him against the Bills.
start him against the Bills. Because like that's the thing, like our run defense, I do believe with like the free agency pickups we have in the draft, like I do think it's better. But the fact that two of our, Hoyt, I'm higher on Hoyt than most people are, who aren't Bills fans, but like he's okay. You know what I mean? Like he's fine.
Mhm.
And then whatever his name is, Larry Abajaway, whatever his name is. I'm gonna look it up.
They're like two G's, a K, a J that has no business being there, and like a P.
Oh, I just remembered. You guys haven't even mentioned Devontae Achan. I know it's divisional, but still, you guys got to play him twice.
Yeah, HN fucking woke up.
Oh,
He's a
Gun
monster, bro.
And
Joby.
I know it's the Jets, and I know it's funny to laugh at them and stuff, but they got a killer combo for running backs too.
I still think we'll sweep the Jets.
Yeah, I
again.
know you guys are gonna end this season like 12-5 or some shit. I'm just saying every game will be stressful.
Oh my god, yeah, I'll take like so much medicine just to like not feel like my heart is gonna explode as I watch
Hey,
a
watch the
Derrick Henry
Patriots.
breakaway touchdown.
Patriots out of pure spite with the third overall pick, Ashton Gently.
Nah, bro. Stephon Diggs is gonna score the first touchdown in the Patriots Bills game.
Bro, Ashton Gently to the
If he
Patriots.
makes it that long.
It's gonna be one game.
That's why I'm hoping that the Bills versus Patriots games are at the. Also, I was gonna say I already know that someone at the NFL's or whatever like station has the Bills games. I think it's like normally CBS. If none of the Bills versus Patriots games are prime time, whoever is working at CBS is already working on their Stephon Diggs revenge game graphic. Like,
Oh, 100%. They already, as soon as he signed, they got the graphic
Yeah.
up, dude. Come on now.
like, it's like, because, and the worst part is like, Stephon Diggs, it's so like it's like playing Stephon Diggs is like the epitome of playing the victim. Like,
Yes.
It-
He's like Aaron Rodgers.
he is, and I just want to say this, like I said this before the show. I still think he's good. I don't think he'll be as good as he was before. So I think he will be good. I think he got overpaid, but I think that he'll still be like a solid signing, especially for a quarterback that needs a vet. But a quarterback also needs a vet that isn't just like an awful person. Like, not even just from like he's a criminal. Because like, he has allegations. Like, I'm not forgetting that. I'm not going to say them, but like, he does. But like,
Say the allegation.
what did you say?
Say the allegation.
Allegedly he might have raped someone, but it's
Ooh,
like
so
not
bad.
like, I haven't heard a lot about it. And also I heard him like, he's like suing his girlfriend for like abusing him or something.
Okay. Really?
Apparently.
Hey, man, don't victim blame, Deshaun.
Brother, you are a fucking 250-pound fucking,
World-class athlete.
yeah,
And-
you're getting abused?
If I recall,
What if it's verbal?
if I
Bro, throw her
recall
through the
correctly,
wall. What?
if I recall correctly, specifically it was like while he was recovering from tearing his ACL. Like,
Oh, okay.
she would like withhold stuff and like threaten to not take care of him, and she was like abusing him.
Hit him in the injury.
So you couldn't just like real quick pimp slap? Like, it's an ACL, it's not your arm.
Okay, we do not condone that type of behavior, John.
Yeah, Deshaun, you do realize if he throws her out the window, he might as well be throwing his career out there too, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
I didn't say window, I said wall.
Oh, my fault. The wall.
I just want to piggyback off of something Riley brought up earlier. If we're on the discussion real quick over schedule, I put it in Maine. What the fuck is this shit?
All right, let's see it.
let me look. Hold on.
Fuck me, man.
Whiny baby.
Oh, if it's the Ravens,
12
completely
playoff
deserved.
teams.
Good. I hope you lose all of them. Like,
What do we do?
I'm not even gonna pretend that I like the Ravens anymore. I
You
don't.
think it's bad?
I hate
I would not be scared
I
of the
hate 'em.
Vikings.
I
12 playoff teams, man.
last year I was like, I know I shouldn't, but I'm rooting for the Chiefs to beat the Ravens, and when they did, I was so happy.
No, seriously? Bears might screw you over, Eunice.
Yeah, Bears.
Beware.
Beware.
Yeah, beware the Bears, bro. If the Bears beat the Ravens, that would be so funny. Because the Bears were probably gonna be better, but like, still, it's the stigma, you know.
Yeah. No, you can't live that down, even if they are doing good.
Yeah, you
Brother, we lost to the Raiders last year. You think I care?
That's true, Eunice. You know, you might as well just start burning those jerseys. Like, just
Yeah. Is that so?
be like, you know what, Lamar. What about
Uh-huh.
Arch Manning? You know, like what can we do with
Arch Manning. I mean, personally,
yeah.
Riley, if I was you,
I don't know what you would do. Anyway, I'll unmute him.
you dick nut.
You have to take care of.
I wanted to make a joke.
Kirk Cousins, but I think
Ludacris loves Kirk Cousins.
Saying for you, and I lost to Mahomes for the 5th time in a row.
We beat him in the regular season more than you have.
Fuck.
Actually, wait, how many times have you beat Mahomes in the playoffs?
I think 0. Quick question: how many times did you lose to him? 5 or 6?
4, actually. But that doesn't matter. It's a team effort. It's not Josh Allen's fault that his defense is horrible every single time. It'll continue to be bad.
Big Kirko wakes up dripping like this.
He
He's
does
right
wake-
about that.
That is true.
does.
Wake up dripping like that.
Driggin.
Okay.
He is the drink.
What were you talking? Oh, right, draft.
Okay,
What are we talking about?
so before we talk about the draft, I have two things to touch on. One, Sam Darnold is signing with this. He signed with the Seahawks. Um, stupid move. He will be bad. He was only good. This is my hot take, which I don't think is really a hot take. He was only good because he was on the Vikings.
And not even a hot take.
I was gonna
Not
say,
really a hot take.
people believe that, but I feel like there are some Darnold believers out there who are like, no, he's always been good. He's just improving. I'm like, are you stupid?
Yeah.
Do I think he's taking the Seahawks to playoffs? Fuck no.
No.
Not
I
at
think
all.
he's the definition of serviceable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like nothing changed for the Seahawks. They went from Geno Smith to Sam Darnold. Whatever their record was last year, they're probably going to get around that this
Like
year.
the reason why it's good for the Seahawks is not because Darnold is better than Geno Smith. It's because I'm pretty
young.
sure in the long run he'd be cheaper as well because keeping
Yeah,
Darnold
true.
temporarily compared to Geno as well.
I think so.
And like if they're looking for a young QB to move on to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is purely a bridge quarterback.
Oh, absolutely.
And they were 10-7 last season. I do not think they will get that again. I think they will be. I think it depends on.
Let me look at the schedule.
It depends on what happens with some of the other people in their division. We're still waiting to hear what's going on with the Brock Purdy extension, although it seems like that is definitely happening, considering.
I mean, honestly, besides like ignoring division games, the Seahawks got a pretty easy schedule. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some challenging teams here. There's the Texans, the Vikings, Commanders, but then you got Titans, Jags, Saints, Colts. I mean, like they can probably go like 8-9, 9-8.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
Then again, they also lost two good receivers.
Yeah, I think they'll be around, and they have Cup, but Cup's old.
Yeah.
I would go. I think they'll be okay. Like they're not going to be horrible. They're not going to be amazing. Is my logic? I was thinking like around 8, 9 wins, maybe 7. Although if Darnold starts seeing ghosts like he did in Jersey, we'll see what happens.
Or the playoffs.
And then the other thing I want to talk about before we talk about the draft is the lack of news regarding my favorite free agent who has not signed anywhere yet. A-Rod, Aaron Rodgers,
Oh,
has not signed yet.
May I take the lead on this one, Daddy?
Go ahead.
Can you stop saying daddy?
Yeah, dude.
You know what?
Come on.
I think you're wrong. I don't want him to stop.
Oh, I thought you were about to say. I think you're wrong. By the way, Eunice. Whatever it is you're gonna say.
No,
That's what I thought this was
I'm
going.
sure I agree with whatever Eunice is about to say.
I would just like to make a clear statement for anyone in attendance for this recording session. Please go to the Steelers. It'll be so fucking funny, and I'll never let it go.
I think that
That
is
is
going
all.
to happen.
I pray it does, because that means that whole DK thing was for nothing.
Yeah.
What if he goes to the Titans?
They just signed Tim Boyle.
Yeah, they got their caliber QB.
Yeah.
Hey, my fault. Dude.
He did play a playoff game,
He sure did.
but I'm pretty sure he lost to the Bills. I think. I could be wrong. I don't. It's my memory is very hazy of that game. Tim Boyle used to be on the Dolphins, and oh no, wait, what the fuck? He got traded to the Giants last season, like from the Dolphins, and he's barely played like any games. I don't know, but Tim Boyle's bad. But yeah, I cannot wait to see. I I think I know that A-Rod is going to end up signing with the Steelers, but I'm
Oh,
still
please.
secretly hoping that it's the Vikings. Just because I really
It
want
would be so funny.
I want to see the cycle.
The Brett Favre prophecy.
The Brett cuz Brett Favre, like, the same thing happened where, like, he went to the Jets, he was bad, and then
Mm-hmm.
he went to the Vikings and he was good. Like, the Vikings went to the NFC Championship game. One of the 2 or 3 years he was in Minnesota. So, like,
Okay.
I think it would be hilarious if, because we had said, like, A-Rod, the Aaron Rodgers' problem is that he's he's playing okay, but
Yeah.
he's not, like, his decision making is off. He threw a lot of interceptions.
His awareness is off tube heavily
Yeah.
for his surroundings. He's getting sacked a lot.
He cannot scramble. He tries to, but he can't. I'll never forget, like, there were 2 instances where he played the Bills, tried to roll out, both were picks, like, after he threw it, but the one game was, like, the game losing interception. When they played, like, in October of last year.
BRB.
Okay. But yeah, like, it's so funny because, like, I want him to go to the Vikings. I know he's just gonna end up going to the Steelers, and it's not gonna matter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But God, would it be?
It would be perfect.
It would be so awesome.
Hey, we got to get in touch with his agent and make it happen.
We just start negotiating for them, and, like, the Vikings, like, just get a call. He's like, "All right, I'm signing for because that's the thing, like, Aaron Rodgers, like, he's gonna want, like, a 2-year deal. He's gonna want to be the starter. He's gonna want to be on, like, a 2-year deal, and he's gonna want to make, like, a lot of money. But he does not deserve a lot of money. You know, like,
Right.
the Russ contract is honestly, like, what Aaron Rodgers should be getting, but, like, honestly worse than that. Because he's just, like, it's like I said, like, he's, like, I don't put the blame on him for last season because, like, the entire team had so much dysfunction.
Yeah.
But I'm still not, like, I laugh when I hear the possibility of him being a starter for the Steelers. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh God, Riley.
What?
Charlie Kirk is coming to MSU on the 11th of April.
Did you see Baby No Money is coming to MSU?
Is he?
What? That's crazy.
Tomorrow.
Oh, no way.
I forgot where he's going to
Well,
be, though.
is it at Breslin? A lot of them
Oh,
go to
yeah.
Breslin.
It is at Breslin.
Hmm. You want to go? You want to go see Charlie Kirk?
Bro, concrete milkshake. That's all I'm going to say. Like, dude, I remember when, like, Candace Owens came to MSU, and, like,
Oh my God.
I saw like, they put the flyers everywhere, and I was like, dude, like, why are you, like, you know, because the thing is, like, they go to, like, those universities and stuff, and, like, people go to support them, but, like, it's also, like, it's rage bait.
Yeah, it's 100%
It's
rage
100
bait.
yeah, it is 100% rage bait. Like, and, like, I'm sure we're gonna see, like, a clip of something, like, where it's like he got, like, berated by somebody or something like that.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
And we're gonna see several clips where he owns the libs as well.
yeah, exactly. And so, well, since we're waiting for Eunice to come back, because I'm assuming he's breaking his fast. So did you guys hear about the group chat? I mean, it's the Signal group chat.
Yeah.
Bro.
What?
Dude, what the fuck was that?
It,
Bro, Val didn't know. I explained it to him this morning.
it could not be
I
any
don't know
more
what's happening.
illegal. Like, okay. Gus, can you
Highly
tell him?
classified. Bro, so there were drone strikes or bombings in
In Yemen.
Yemen recently
Yeah.
against the Houthis. And as you know, as you might guess, government officials communicate about this thing, how it's going to go down, informing each other, whatever. Bro, on a public, not like on public, but on like yeah, like a public app
App. Yeah.
with using public servers, they they invited the what's his role, the chief executive, something like that, of
The
the Atlantic
editor in chief
editor.
of
Yeah,
The Atlantic, which
the
is a
Atlantic.
very reputable news
Yeah,
site.
Dejan, they added him to the group chat accidentally, and Pete
Yeah.
Hegseth was going over all the details that were going to happen in Yemen. And like this was all like 2 hours before it all actually happened. So step by step, as he said it would happen, it happened.
Yeah.
Dude. And they had no idea they did it until after they got exposed.
And
Dejan, highly classified military information got leaked.
and they said like the funniest excuse. So basically like that
Excuse, they
happened,
should have denied it.
that happened. It got denied. Pete Hegseth was denying it. That it wasn't real. They released a little bit of the logs, and then they were like, "Oh, like, well, like I heard the press secretary, stupidest excuse ever, by the way, say, well, they weren't war plans; they were attack plans, so it's not illegal."
Yeah, like, dude, hey, she's a dumbass. Oh my god.
Dude, I know,
She's actually clueless.
I know.
Did you see her? Did you see her comment against the France saying they should take back the Statue of Liberty?
Oh, she's like, you don't take back gifts, like.
No, not just that. She said, "Don't just remember, we were the ones who helped them against Germany's
Oh,
rule,
yeah.
so they should actually be thanking us. Like the French aren't the reason. We are America."
Dude, it's so.
Do you remember
stupid.
why they gave the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm just getting myself mad, dude.
It's so stupid.
Hey,
Oh
this
my God.
administration is actually abysmal.
Horrible. Like,
It's shameful.
oh yeah, no,
Dude,
it actually is. That's
Bro,
so true.
like, imagine if that information went to anybody who wasn't the Atlantic's editor in chief.
Yeah, because he said
Bro,
he thought
like-
it was like a joke at first.
Yeah,
Okay,
bro.
hear me out.
Hey, by the way, he still didn't leak the whole thing because there's like CIA official names and stuff.
But then when
He
they
still
were,
didn't leak all of it
when they
out
were
of respect for them.
when they were dogging him, he said like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I am gonna like. They released a lot.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it. So because he said he's like everybody should have the right to, what's it called? Choose for themselves whether or not I'm lying. So they
Right.
released a lot of the logs.
Yeah, because they kept denying it. They just said it wasn't real, and then he started releasing the detailed plans that they were going over.
Yeah. What were you saying, Dejan?
Hear me out. Someone in their inner circle purposely did that because there's no way they accidentally added one of the
So-
most.
They did it on accident because like when you literally he was just like adding people from like his contacts and must have just like misclicked and didn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so first of all, it's illegal to not put that, like, it has to be encrypted. And it's illegal to, he had the chats purposefully set to delete after 1 week, which is illegal. Like,
Yeah,
because
you
it-
can't delete it. They have
Yeah.
to be like permanently logged somewhere.
archived. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like,
bro. Like he should, bro. How is he not already in jail?
oh, 100% he should be.
I actually.
100%. Stephen A. Smith said that if LeBron had touched him when he like was chewing him out, he would have hit him. Have you seen
Bro,
Stephen
did
A.
you see?
Bro,
I,
I
I
love
was I
Stephen
was
A. Smith,
watching.
but like he's so
He talks too
short.
much.
Like,
He talks too much.
yeah. What were you saying, Gus? Sorry, I cut you off.
LeBron commented on it on the Pat McAfee show. I gotta watch that episode.
Oh,
But he talked
really?
to Pat McAfee. Yeah, he talked to Pat McAfee about it, and he literally explained. He's like, "Oh, what's it called? Criticizing players is their job. That's not what he called him out for. Yada yada yada." And he was making fun of Stephen A. Smith for how he addressed it. He's like, "I didn't want to talk about this. I didn't want to do this or that." Like he was mocking him the whole
Yeah,
time about it. It's
bro.
so funny.
It's like, like, it's funny because like LeBron, like apparently he was just like chewing him out because like apparently he at first Stephen A. Smith said, "Oh, it's because he had said something negative about Bronny and
Hmm.
LeBron was trying to defend his son." But then now he's saying that it's mostly like an ego thing because he doesn't like that uh Stephen A. Smith is kind of like an old head when it comes to basketball.
Right.
And he likes like he talks about like Larry Bird, Magic, and Jordan, obviously. Um,
Hmm.
but like it's like was it wrong for LeBron to like do that? Like I
No.
guess it's like it's up to it's like it's whatever. Like I don't think it warrants this whole beef. You know what I mean?
No, and the thing is, the beef is being dramatized by Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is the first I had heard of it. Like he just randomly brought it up on First Take this morning, but like this is
Yeah,
the
he keeps talking
first.
about it.
Yeah, this is like since it happened, I hadn't heard him bring it up, but he brought it up on his show today, and then he brought it
Hmm.
up on First Take First Take. Um, so I had not really even heard like I remember when it happened, people were making jokes because Stephen A. Smith had said like he's like the next thing you know, LeBron came in my face. Like that clip. Like, oh my god. So like,
So
you know,
lucky.
like dude. The LeBron Glaze songs are so funny.
Dude, they're so good. They're like at high production, bro.
Dude, Man on the Lakers is a banger. Like,
It really is.
I listen to it in the car because I'm like, this is fire.
It really is,
It, it,
bro.
it is that good. Like genuinely.
They're
Um
like continuously getting better too.
Eunice, I cannot stall for you for like that much longer. Like, I so um
Well, I downloaded hockey.
yeah,
Um, I obviously got to get used to the controls, but it seems okay.
I have not played it at all. I had joined at 6:31 because I was running upstairs to grab my wallet, and then I was like, as we were talking, I was typing in my information so I could buy the game. So I downloaded it so that after I could play. Um,
Mm.
okay, we're just gonna talk about like what. Well, I guess actually, I have one more thing to stall. Gus,
Yeah. Yeah.
how do you feel? You've already said it a little bit, but how do you feel about the Stephon Diggs signing? Um,
Dude.
and all of the other Patriots like free agency moves, because
Mhm.
that defense looks good.
Dude, yeah. It looks really good. I'm so happy with the talent that we have acquired, bro.
Right.
Oh my God, I can't wait to watch this defense play. And what makes me really, really happy is that like our a good defense allows more time for Drake May to play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like even if our offense isn't all that, the fact that they can like Drake May can be out there for longer to score is already huge enough.
Right.
And I think we already made some changes in our offensive line as well. I think we got a new center, and I'm pretty sure we got a left tackle and a left guard. So
Uh-huh.
our biggest problem is still there, but I think we can improve upon that. But bro, I mean, I mean, I see a lot of jokes and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, all this just to go 5 and whatever, like
Right.
6 or whatever, 7 or 9, 8 or 9. But honestly, we are already in such better shape than we were last year.
And Vrabel.
Oh, dude, the Vrabel effect.
Yeah.
It's Vrabel. It is Vrabel because Elliot Wolf had so much time to be making these moves,
Mm-hmm.
and coincidentally, he finally learns to pick up the phone when Vrabel steps into the building.
Yeah.
So absolutely, I think that was the best decision we made. That we should have made a year ago. You know what I mean? We could have skipped
Yeah.
Gerard Mayo for Vrabel last year.
Yeah, because
But dude,
Vrabel, like, wasn't he like a consultant for the Browns for a little bit, and that was it?
I don't know. I can't remember exactly.
Like
But like he expressed interest in the Patriots position as soon as Belichick
Yeah.
left. Or
Yeah.
Belichick left.
like, and he would have been a good fit back then, you know?
Oh yeah, and I mean nothing. Our situation has only gotten worse since then. Besides Drake May.
Yeah,
And bro, we already have Gonzalez on defense. We finally, and I know it's Stephon Diggs, and I know the contract is pretty high, but we have the money. Number one,
right.
and number two, Drake May finally has a receiver, like a receiver one. You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
like yeah, we got Mac Hollins, and we still have the draft, but
And Matt Collins is still
I mean,
solid.
right. And I'm not saying he isn't, but we needed somebody
Yeah.
to take that receiver one role. And Eunice keeps saying, "Oh, but you guys have Hunter Henry. You guys have, like, dude,
Yeah, but Hunter
again,
Henry's a tight end, you know?
yeah, exactly. He's a tight end. He's not always going to be there as a receiver.
Yeah.
You know, the tight end role is more than just that. And I mean, come on, you got to give the guy a break. You see how many hits he took last year? I'm surprised he doesn't already have CTE.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, there he
good.
is.
'Cause I was like, I was literally just about to say I can't stall anymore. I have to start. Okay.
But yeah,
So
I'm beyond happy with the moves we made.
I mean,
I'm
you
glad.
didn't have to stall for love. You could have done the big names. Like,
Well, we found ways to. Hello,
Yeah.
Alex. Oh, he left.
I appreciate
What an
it.
asshole.
you heard me come back, say, "Oh, this fucker's back. I'm out."
No, I'm talking. My brother joined and then left. Let me say I see. I'm gonna text him. I see you. Oh, he said I'm here. Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't show up on my viewer count. Hello, Alex. Okay.
Hi, Alex.
The next thing that I wanted, or the last big topic that I wanted to talk about was I've seen a lot of Alex said hi. I have seen a lot of speculation around the top 3 picks specifically, because I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, Cam Ward is gonna, fall, or Shadur is gonna go second round, or, just like all these like Jackson Dart is a top 10 pick. Jackson Dart isn't a top 10 pick." So my question to you
He's not even a
guys,
first round pick.
he's not even a first rounder. I've watched his film and like people break down his film. He's not good. Like he's okay for like a college quarterback. Like he's not gonna be good in the NFL. But
Yeah.
unless he goes to the right situation. But the top 3 picks are Tennessee, Cleveland, and the Giants. And I guess we could even throw in, the Patriots are picking at 4, and the Jags are picking at 5. So my question to you guys is, what do you think about this speculation? Because I've seen people say the Titans are going to draft Cam Ward, but
Right.
I'll just give you my opinion. I don't believe that. I think the Titans are going to give Will Levis one more year. They already said they don't want to miss out on generational talent. And I think that they're obviously talking about Abdul Carter.
Yeah. He's a monster.
I've seen people say like the freaking Browns are going to draft like Genty and then do a QB next year. And I was trying to avoid talking about this, but like they don't. So this is what I was going to say earlier. Like they don't have the quarterback room to say, yeah, let's because people are forgetting Deshaun Watson retore his ACL and he is going to miss the entire year.
See, the way I see it for the Browns, and I mentioned this earlier, they have such a high draft pick where a second round pick to them is no different than like the Ravens and Bills first round pick, right?
Yeah.
Or it's like 3 slots lower.
Yeah.
So if they want to wait till round 2 for their QB, I mean Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, Quinn Ewers, I mean they're only a little bit worse than like Shador Sanders. Like you can make an argument Jackson Dart over Shador Sanders actually, because Cam Ward is the only like actual can start QB in this entire draft class.
Thank you for the gift, Alex. You're getting me one step closer
W
to
man,
cashing out.
Alex.
Oh, I thought you were like telling me like, now hold on.
No, I said hold on so I could say thank you to Alex.
But yeah, like Cam Ward is like the only quarterback in this entire draft class that's like week 1 can't start. So
Yeah.
taking a project is not like a crazy thing like Jackson Dart or whatever. Because let's say the whatever fan base is right and like the Titans do end up taking Cam Ward, right? Then what's the difference between taking Shador at 2 or Jackson Dart at 2? There's not much of a difference there.
Right. And like my mock draft is like, okay, my at least top 3, right, is Abdul Carter, either Cam Ward or Shador, and then whoever doesn't get drafted goes to the Giants. Just because, Alex, stop spending money on TikTok gifts.
Hey, you're complaining about free money.
Yeah, but you can't cash out until you have $100. So,
Also, Riley, I'm so sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this Patrick meme you sent into Yelling Hour?
I saw that. I don't even remember where I saw that at. It was like,
What the fuck?
Why do you have that saved
Fuck, dude.
on your phone?
so I saw
Make that the
that.
thumbnail.
I can't.
I don't. Yeah.
So I saw that somebody posted on Bill's like group Twitter. Okay, well, thank you, Alex. Somebody posted on the Bills group Twitter saying, oh, like this is what the Patriots must have thought. Like Patriots fans when they signed Stephon Diggs or something like that. Like, and I was like, why did someone post this in the Bills Twitter with no like, like you can mark something as like not safe for work. Like it was just, it was not like that at all. Like I didn't even realize until I really looked at it what was wrong with the picture.
I want to meet the Bills fan that saw this or made it and was like, yeah, this will show those Patriots fans.
I'll have to like see if I can find it because I thought that was like so funny. I was like, I gotta put that in main, like, and I never did. I forgot to put it in Bodacious Station. But like,
oh, please continue with what you were saying. You left off on the Giants.
Like, I think people think that just because the Giants have like no, I would not rate any Giants quarterback above like a 4. Like I don't think Russ is good. I don't think like Russ is okay now. Like he'll win you some games, but his inability loses you some games. Like he can it's similar, like he has better scrambling ability than A-Rod, but like we've seen him like try to scramble in like some games and he'll just get like blasted. Like and just
Adreas Washington, baby.
Yeah, or he tried to scramble in the Chiefs game and fumbled the ball.
Yeah, oh my god. I remember that. I was watching that with my brother, and my brother first said was, "What hit him? What made him fall?"
When he fumbled, I stopped watching because I was like, "This game is over."
Because he got like tapped, like on the shoulder, fell over. It was about to be a down. Like, he's about to touch the
Yeah.
ball on the floor. And he let's go. Like, an inch away before it could be just a down. He's like, wait, I want to make this a fumble.
Yeah. It's like the Kenny Pickett fumble from like week 17 or 18.
Oh yeah.
Where he just like it just like goes like this, and it's like what that and that's the reason
What was the game
why,
plan?
like, neither the Giants or more so the Browns, but also the Giants do not have the quarterback room to not take Cam Ward. Like, if he's available. I personally don't think the Titans should take Cam Ward. I think that he's good, but and he's better than Will Levis probably is going to be, but like, I still think you got to at least try like one more year with Will Levis. Like, am I wrong? Like, is he
No, I
there
agree.
hope for Will Levis, or is it just like,
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, and if it doesn't work with Will Levis, they're in a position to actually get a much better quarterback as well.
yeah, because this
Yeah,
quarterback
like,
draft class is not good. Like Cam Ward.
Yeah, because the 2026 QB draft class is so much better.
Oh yeah, it's so Arch Manning.
It's actually good. Like last year's.
I think Arch Manning.
You got Arch Manning. You got Nico Lamavilla. You got Drew Aller.
Oh my God.
Sam Levat.
Yeah.
Jackson Arnold. Miller Moss. Like, there's an actual, like, good Carson Beck. Like, there's actually, like,
Okay.
good QBs. next
Hold
year.
on a
Carson. I know. I want to see how far I can get down the list before you see.
I was like, Eunice, do not bring Carson. Also, Carson Beck is, I believe, entering the draft this year.
Nope. Next year.
Or am I
I
thinking?
think he pulled out.
Or no, I'm thinking of. Oh no, yeah, Carson Beck transferred to Miami. I'm thinking of Quinn Ewers.
Yeah.
Um,
And then you also got the LSU QB. I can never pronounce his last name. Garrett Nussamir.
Nussmeier is horrible. Like,
He's not horrible.
he's fine.
I think he's pretty solid.
He is a Nussmeier is like a second or third rounder.
Yeah. But that's like the 5th QB or 6th QB on
Yeah.
this list.
So
Second
yeah,
round QBs in this year's draft class start at like the 3rd guy.
yeah. So yeah, that draft class is better. I will agree with you.
Even the defense for next year.
And yeah, everybody is going to be like, trying to get Arch Manning.
Yeah.
But like, just like, man, you know what I mean? Like, just, I don't see a world where the Browns don't like try, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think the Titans take Cam Ward because they could wait a year and get a better quarterback than Cam Ward. No offense, Cam Ward.
Yeah.
The Browns are desperate enough to be like, if Cam Ward's there, we're taking a Cam Ward. And if they don't take Cam Ward, I'd be like, what are they doing? Because their QB room is bad. Like, no free agent they could sign is gonna be enough to, because like, that's the thing. Like, I understand that like there has to be rebuilds sometimes. At the same time, like, you're gonna lose your job if you're the GM. So you're not sitting here like, oh boy, a rebuild. You know what I mean? Like, you're thinking, cool. Like, how can I avoid this if possible? Like, I'm sure they called Sam Darnold to be like, hey, can you please be our starter? But then again, he probably wanted more money, and Deshaun Watson, like I said, is still taking up a lot
Honestly,
of cap and stuff.
if I can say, for the Giants, and I talked about this earlier, their defense, I generally feel bad because they have one of the best defenses, not just in the league this year, but like one of the best defenses I've seen in many years, and it means nothing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool, I only scored 10 points. All right, you scored 0. I still win.
I agree. Like, Giants defense is good.
Oh, good.
And I just I don't know. Um like I just don't think that same with the Giants, like Giants and Browns, you gotta take a quarterback. Like that's my opinion. Gus, what do you think the Patriots are gonna do at 4? Or what do you want them to do? If you have an opinion.
It's just it's so hard to pick, especially with
Yeah.
not knowing who's gonna go first. Because if Abdul Carter's there, then Abdul Carter,
Yeah.
no doubt. I Travis Hunter. People still talk about Travis Hunter coming to the Patriots. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I wouldn't be disappointed in it. I could see him play receiver for us. As I just really don't know who we're actually gonna end up picking
If I may,
in the first round. What's up?
you get the pun. What's it called? If you guys do take Travis Hunter, I think he might be a better fit for you guys as cornerback than wide receiver. Just because, like, if that's
Will he
your
though?
if a guy like Travis Hunter is your cornerback 3,
Yeah,
that's a
but
dog deep.
we need receivers. We don't need cornerbacks.
Yeah, but this draft
You're kind
class is
of you're kind of beating a dead horse.
I know, but I'm saying those like this draft class, all of the good receivers are like round 2, round 3 guys. You know, like Xavier, Ty Felton, Isaiah Bond, Alik Ayomar. Just to list off a few off like the top of my head. Those are all guys that can be really, really
And
good
even
receivers.
if we do take Travis Hunter as a receiver, they still wouldn't be bad options in round 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking like maybe it's possible that the Patriots take 2 early picks for a receiver.
Maybe, but at the same, I think we should go for a lineman.
Yeah.
Honestly, if not Abdul Carter, I think we should take an offensive lineman. I'm pretty sure they're.
Who did I put? Who did me and my uncle put for your
Yeah,
list?
I can't name names, but I'm pretty sure there are pretty good
Yeah, I mean, if you guys
linemen
want
up
a
there in the first round.
receiver, round 1, McMillan's like most likely still gonna be there. Because the
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
thing about Travis Hunter is he's a good wide receiver and a good cornerback, but he's not elite at either of them. You know?
Right. I don't see us taking him as a cornerback, honestly.
Yeah. So I'm saying if you guys are going in it because you want a receiver, I think you guys are probably
Hmm.
just gonna take McMillan off the board.
Yeah, but even then, I doubt it. I think we're probably gonna go
Will
and try to
Campbell.
protect May.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will
Will
Campbell.
Hall.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be our best course of option would be to just protect Drake May, especially with the signing of Diggs. And I honestly think it takes a lot of pressure off the wide receiver like room and the
Yeah.
urgency on that.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think the Patriots can get away with the heist of the century if you guys can not only get Will Campbell in round 2, but then also pick up a guy like Trey Harris in round 2, or excuse me, Will Campbell in round 1,
I was gonna say
and
Will
then like
Campbell
Trey Harris in round 2. Yeah. Yeah, my bad. But like then like Trey Harris in round 2, like that's a heist.
Hmm.
Um
Oh yeah, that'd be ideal.
well, Eunice, what were you thinking at least for round 1 for your team as well?
For the Ravens.
Yes.
See, this is a little bit hard to do just because like there's no clear weaknesses on the roster. Like we're pretty much like we have our players for everything that we need. So it really whatever we pick is just either for depth or like someone who is really good that should have been taken earlier just dropped down to us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like one of those things. I mean, I made like if I could be in charge of it, I would love for us to either pick up Nick Amawari. Mike Green would also be very good. Uh, and I got like it would be like one of those two would be like my favorite options, but I'd be pretty much okay with really anything. The one thing that I just don't want us to waste on is I do not want us to take a first round O lineman because The reason for that is the way it falls, the really good ones will be gone by the time it gets to us. And then the ones that are left will be like round 3, round 4 level guys, maybe round 2. So wasting a first round pick on a round 2, round 3, round 4 guy, it'll like sit with me funny. You
Which
know?
I'm sure
Like I wouldn't
will
be
happen.
mad. I'm like, what are you doing? But it's just like one of those where it's like, I get it, but come on, like Nick Amamari was there, Mike Green was there, James Pierce was there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess like something there, maybe like a safety or edge.
Mm-hmm. Dijon, should I ask you, or do you not know?
No fucking clue.
Me personally.
Out of respect on it.
Me personally, defense or Matthew Golden, if he's available. Which I'm sure he won't be.
Definitely be. Really?
I don't know. He's fast, you know. So, like, we'll see kind of situation. That's kind of how I play it. Like, I'm not gonna really like get super like, oh boy, I hope we do so and so. You know, like I'll watch the first round of the draft. I'm not gonna watch the rest. I'll just look at it on my phone and be like, oh cool, we got so and so. But
Oh, cool. We traded away our first round pick.
I hope it's to the Chiefs again. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
honestly, why not? They
Why
deserve
stop
it, man.
us?
You see how bad they lost?
yeah,
Hey, they deserve it. Don't you feel bad for how bad they lost?
it breaks my heart. Or you know
Yeah,
what?
they need a guy like a Bill Carter.
My heart goes out to them.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to lose a three-peat.
Yeah, that's it. Try 4. Like they should um they should trade up and draft Genty just so that like James Cook feels bad because he knows he's being replaced.
The Bills.
Because I am tired of hearing 12 mil a year, 12 mil a year. You know,
Oh, he went down?
15 mil a year. You know what I mean? Like no, take 8. My number keeps decreasing. Take 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
for every second that passes, he loses $1.
I was gonna say, why not just not be on the team anymore? Like we have Ray Davis, who is good. Ty Johnson is good. But
hey, Ray Davis.
Hey, you also get rid of Cooks.
Up for you guys.
yeah, just get rid. Trade. You know what, Cook? I hope Cook signs with the New England Patriots because
You mean the New England Bills?
yeah, then they're
No, the
they're
New
a
England
minor
Lions.
league affiliate team.
Minor league.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're on the topic of minor league shit, am I the only one that noticed that the Baltimore Ravens are slowly becoming the Baltimore Titans?
Yeah, you said that. The Baltimore Titans. Speaking
Because
of
we got Hopkins,
Baltimore,
Henry, Abutski.
Hey, we took their whole coaching staff, dude. I know what you're talking about.
I think you're just gutting them. Like
Yeah, fuck it. Just
I think
Strip for
the
parts.
real issue is that the Titans are just in a state sale, essentially. Like,
yeah. You ever see like on Facebook Marketplace, like a car for sale, then it says parts only?
yeah. Oh
That's
my
what they
gosh.
are.
That is pretty much what they are. But
Dude. I'm sorry, please go on.
no, you go first because I was gonna say I don't know what else to talk about, so we should end it. But
I was about to say, like, in terms of like some of the free agency moves, I wanted to see if you guys would be interested in talking some of the big ones that your team did.
I already talked about mine. Joey Bosa's the biggest.
Yeah, Gus. I mean, they went from a bottom 5 defense to at minimum upper 15.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You still
Oh,
have
dude,
to
I
wait for them.
can't wait.
Yeah, you got to wait for them to play. And here's the scary part: you need to hope that the chemistry works out as well as you think it would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, come on now. You got Vrabel. You got Vrabel at the helm.
The Ravens, their free agency moves. We got DeAndre Hopkins, which I'm happy with, especially for that price, considering now that because there was the big 4 and the old veteran receivers: Hopkins, Diggs, Cup, and There was one more older guy. Diggs, Hopkins, Devontae Adams.
Oh right, yeah.
And 3 out of those 4 signed like 15 million, 20 million up deals. And DeAndre Hopkins was the only one that says, you know what, now I'll just do 5 million. I'll play a year. Fuck it.
I think the issue isn't that he was like, I'm feeling generous. I think
It's just no one else will take
yeah,
I
think
want to
it's like, he's like,
daddy.
man, I am old and I need to play for a team before I retire so I can make a little bit of money.
Let me get my final bag.
Yeah.
Let me ring chase one last time. It didn't work with the Chiefs.
I was gonna say Andy
It
is
didn't work
ring
with
chasing.
Oh, it's 100% ring chasing. It didn't work with the Chiefs, so now he's hoping the Ravens will do it. Hey, Buffalo, get ready next year for DeAndre Hopkins.
I was gonna say, if he wants to ring chase, why doesn't he just like sign with the Browns? Like if they're a contender.
Yeah?
I'm not understanding.
Oh, yeah.
How is only Myles Garrett Myles Garrett and I are the only two people that understand that Cleveland is a contender.
Can I also say one more thing? The cornerback that we got from the Titans, Abuski, I keep forgetting if it's with a D or a B.
I have no idea.
He's good. But the problem was he got a bad injury last year. Because last year he broke the record for like highest paid player in free agency. He got like a 3-year deal for like $36 million for a DB, which is crazy to see how much we've jumped in just 1 year for market pricing.
I know.
Disgusting. But yeah, like he got hurt like on week 8 or 9 or whatever. And then like the Titans released him to save salary cap because I guess they like cut it too close. And then the Ravens picked him up for the veteran minimum because the Titans are still covering the rest of his salary.
Hey man, we
So
call that
I'm
the
real-
fleece.
You know, for real, like, I'm real happy with that, especially because Brendan fucking terrorist Stevens is gone.
Does he play like did he sign with anybody yet?
Yeah, he went to the Jets.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I wonder where Von Miller's gonna go.
He apparently has a meeting with the Broncos.
Hopefully jail. Again? Like
He said, let's run it back.
yeah, oh you know what? That was like his first team he won a ring with, so he probably just wants to like be there and retire
was
as a
just
Bronco.
fun. Yeah, like Michael Pierce did or whatever.
Yeah, because he started getting better towards the end of the season, but he's still not like where we want him to be. You know what I mean? Like
He's not.
I'm so
Yeah, because you guys were paying him like $25 million a year
I'm
or
so
some
happy
shit.
He's gone. Thank God.
Please go to the Patriots. It'll be so fucking funny.
It would be hilarious. No, why don't we throw the Dolphins?
Throw the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the Dolphins draft where the first 5 picks are just O-line, 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 and maybe some O-line.
You know, if there were
And Tua's still gonna get a concussion.
or if there were ever a team that needed a quarterback, it might be the Dolphins. Like,
You know
Yeah,
what?
dude, we haven't heard anything about them like discussing moving on from Tua, like whatsoever.
They're not going to.
They
Which is
yeah,
ridiculous.
they just extended
That
him.
contract
They
was
should.
last year, right?
Yes,
the
it
contract
was.
was last year.
It was.
Yeah, so they're stuck with Tua for minimum.
Like
Even let's say
5
they want to
more
release him
years.
early. The earliest they can release Tua without it financially killing them is 2.5 years. June
Oh my
1st
God.
of 2028 is the soonest they can release him without financially killing them, unless someone trades them or he gets injured. If he gets injured, that relieves them of the pain. So I think they're hoping for another concussion.
Tua Tagovailoa, you are a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Oh, please, baby.
Tua,
You know what?
Oh my God, we need to make that happen.
Can I
I'll make some calls.
do I have your permission, Riley, to bring up one more free agency thing that
Sure.
like is
Sure.
steering me the wrong way?
Yeah.
It's about the Bengals. And this is no disrespect. I actually really fucking love Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
When people were saying the Bengals can't pay for T. Higgins, it was not a matter of you literally can't pay for him. It was one of those, if you do it, it's bad. It's like me telling you you can't go smack your mom. Like, sure, you physically can go do it, but you can't. And so there's all these people that are like, making fun of the Bengals for what they did. Where it's like, oh, you guys can't afford this. You guys can't build your defense. Or, oh, like, you guys said we couldn't pay Higgins, and now you're doing. But not what we meant.
Yeah.
We mean it like you guys' defense is comprised of Trey Hendrickson and 10 ham sandwiches on that field.
Yeah.
You got a ham
The thing is,
sandwich.
at the same time, it's so hard to let talent like that go, dude.
Exactly. Like Trey Hendrickson is so wasted. 17 sacks for what? For what?
They should have just franchise tagged Higgins and traded him. Like, I know they
They
need
should have let him walk.
Yeah, I know they need it too, but they shouldn't have. Like, yeah, I saw the same thing where people were like, "Oh, you said that we shouldn't, or that you said that we should pay T. Higgins, and now you're upset that we are paying him." Well, you have no money. Like,
Yeah, it's the thing. It's one of those cases where like, I get it, but at the same time, their eyes are bigger than their stomach, and
Yeah.
the tape is
Yeah.
full. You know.
what are you gonna do?
It's just like-
draft 7 great defensive players? No.
Yeah, like do you think like all 7 picks are gonna be banger after banger after banger?
Brother, you might not even get one good defensive player.
Yeah. Every
Like
draft
I wouldn't
year,
trust the best front office to have hits like
Yeah.
that.
every draft year, you are considered, this is by NFL standards, you are considered lucky to draft 2 players that are consistently in starting roles.
Yeah.
Like the Bills last year they drafted what's his name? Who was that running back you guys drafted in round 4?
Ray Davis.
Ray Davis. Yeah.
He's so good.
That was one. That was one that the luck was there for.
Coleman.
Keon Coleman was
Yeah.
the other one. The Ravens. Rosengarten at right tackle. Nate Wiggins at cornerback. That was ours. Like, the Lions. Turnell Arnold, cornerback.
I like him.
Great pick. I'm saying, like, you're lucky to get 2 starters. Do the Bengals think they're going to get 6?
Yeah, so like they either have to
And if they do,
What do you say?
and if they do, why aren't we discussing that outcome?
So if
Yeah,
they
just-
do,
you know what
it's
they should do?
still not enough. Like they're
It really is. Now their O-line is still
6
shit.
out of 11. Like, okay, half the defense is good. The other half.
Yeah,
sucks.
like what do you want to
Welcome
do?
to the
Do you want to
Buffalo
fix your
Bills.
you want to fix your god awful run defense? Do you want to fix your god awful secondary? Do you want to fix your god awful special teams, or do you want to fix your god awful O line? Take your pick.
How about neither? Ashton Genty.
How about we first round they draft another receiver? I'll die laughing.
We should trade up and draft Cam Ward and trade Joe Burrow to the Knicks.
To the Knicks.
Yeah, they're not even they're a basketball team. He can hoop.
Can he?
I've heard enough, dude.
Probably not.
The LeBron James of football.
The LeBron J. Bro, I love
He'll be better
LeBron
than Tom
James.
Brady.
True.
Better than Brady. And they're lucky LeBron James never put on that NFL jersey.
They are, because the man would be the best quarterback ever. He'd be the first quarterback ever to throw for 9,000 passing yards in a single season. 57 touchdowns. 0 picks because it's LeBron. Like, I love
Yeah.
LeBron James so much.
His aura carries the
Football
ball to the
is
end zone.
Baseball and golf.
Oh my god, yeah. LeBron could play baseball like Jordan. Like LeBron,
Oh,
you know,
except
how
he
Jordan
actually
played
could.
baseball and then like went back to the NBA. Like,
Because he sucked at it and needed money.
yeah, I need money.
Yeah, because he was
Anyone?
dead broke from gambling addictions.
Yeah.
And you know what? That is what LeBron is going to do, except LeBron will be good at every single sport. He's going to play hockey. He's going to play football. He's going to play baseball, and then he's going to start like golfing after he retires and like win like 7 Masters tournaments.
Dude, I
I
keep like
believe it.
refreshing my phone so I can finally see that Aaron Rodgers went to the Steelers post so I can laugh myself to sleep.
Mm.
I need it. Because either way, the Steelers are kind of fucked. Oh, you didn't get Aaron Rodgers. All right, start Kevin Rudolph.
Oh my God, Mason Rudolph will be horrible.
Mason Rudolph, sorry. I keep thinking of Kevin. All right, Kenneth Pickett.
Mason Rudolph played in the Bills like versus Steelers playoff game. And
How'd that go?
I think about that a lot because he was so bad.
I think a lot of my anger stems from that game.
No, a lot of my anger stems from like just the team doesn't like actively like shoots himself in the foot. But we'll talk about that. That's for therapy or like some kind
That's
of
for therapy
yeah,
time.
or some kind of like circle of like a support group. You know what I mean? Like a Buffalo Bills Anonymous.
Buffalo Bills,
Yeah.
the BBA.
Yeah, cause
The
I cannot it would take me, it'd be like a 7-hour long video if I explained everything wrong with them, you know.
Hey, I'm sure Cup Frog's got a video somewhere.
Almost. He only talked about the 90s, but it's like a 40-minute long video.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for him to release that 20-hour-long Bills video.
There's a YouTube channel called Secret Base. I've talked about this before. That released it's like, I think it's like 6 or 7 part, 7-hour long series about the entire history of the Atlanta Falcons. I love that video series so much. I watched it in like a span of like 2 days. It was amazing.
You know,
Which is why I
Makes
keep
you
pushing
wonder.
it on people. What?
makes you wonder, who has it worst? Bills fans or Vikings fans?
Probably Bills.
I would say probably the Bills.
Bills in probably modern history, sure, but I'm talking about like overall. Because
Bills.
overall, Vikings were always a more consistent in the playoffs, so they're more often seeing themselves lose in the
The
playoffs.
Vikings are one of 2 teams that have like positive like win differentials like all time.
Yeah, so like they're like always in playoff conversations. They're never in Super Bowl conversations.
Well, they've also been to 4 Super Bowls, but they weren't like straight. They just never won any of them.
Yeah, so like just makes you wonder, who has it worse
It's funny
overall?
'cause
Modern history, I'll give it to Bills easy.
Secret Base also did a series about the Vikings. I guess I'll have to watch it, and because it's also around 7 hours, I'll have to watch I'll have to watch that and get back to you. But
Yep.
I think we're gonna call this episode, because it's been a lot longer than I was expecting.
It's 9 o'clock.
It is. So,
Yeah.
does anyone have anything to say before we sign off?
The NFL just updated.
We
its
got a
rules.
receiver one. We got a receiver in the offseason, guys. We
got
did
two,
it.
both from the Bills. Anyway, the NFL.
Oh, we got a receiver one in the offseason, bro. This doesn't happen.
Bro, Stephon
Bill-
Diggs
the
walks
NFL?
out onto the field and snaps his ACL.
Dude, I'd
Anyone-
actually cry.
The NFL added a
Anyone-
new rule
The
right now.
They
What's the
added
rule?
one, or
They banned the wiping the nose celebration because it is considered a violent gesture relating to gang
Oh,
violence.
shut the fuck up.
hey, bro,
You know the one you're talking about, right?
it is illegal. Yes, it is
Yeah.
illegal for defense to like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just like, football is illegal.
Hey, I'm so happy that the Lions are trying to put in that rule about automatic first downs bullshit because I've been talking about that shit for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's it from me.
All right,
Okay.
great. Deshaun,
Oh, yeah. Did we ever talk about the proposed rule changes? Or go ahead, John.
I forgot.
DJ?
Okay, I have one thing to say. Anyone out there who bets? So what you're gonna need to do is, because the earlier you are, the better the odds.
Yeah.
So go on FanDuel, MGM, whatever the fuck you go on, and then go over to Jags and Super Bowl winners for.
Here we go.
He is not beating the allegations that he doesn't want this to actually happen. So, you know what? We're going to keep rolling next year with the Deshaun, like, Super Bowl winning Jag.
I will watch their games
What?
this time.
You're
I
gonna
will watch their games.
Okay.
He's not going to watch the Lions games. He's going to exclusively watch Jags.
For one season only, he shifts over to a
Make my
Jags
goes
fan.
to the next one.
Hey, you're a fan of an NFC team. If you're going to pick an AFC team to enjoy, You got the Jags.
Picked literally the worst one.
No, I think there's definitely a worse option.
You got the Browns.
The Browns,
At least
yeah.
the Jags
Titans.
is
I was thinking Ravens.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
What? Why am I always the butt of the joke?
Who said this was a joke?
Oh,
His name is LeBron James.
I can't relate.
I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. I'm asking you to say his name.
Stay riled up. I forgot if we said like a call out for the end of these episodes.
What we used to
did
do
we?
was each one of us would like scream out something, and then like
yeah.
I'd scream out like Ravens block. You'd say like Go Bills.
And then
like,
I'd say
end
go
it.
Bills, and then I'd end the yeah, go Bills. Oh, wait,
Did you end it?
I forgot to hit the stop recording.